Hey everybody, Movie Review Next Door here, and I'm back with another review. And this time I saw, kind of hard to see, Nightmare Nurse. This is a 2016 thriller film directed by Craig Moss, and it stars Sarah Butler, Lindsay Hartley, uh, what is that? These names are Stephen Good and Tracy Lords. In this film, after Brooke and her boyfriend Lance have a car accident, Lance's leg injury requires him to be bedridden with at home care. When an attractive nurse, Chloe, is recommended to them, she seems perfect for the task. However, when her troubled past comes to light, it becomes apparent to the happy couple that someone is out to destroy their lives. Excuse me. So, what did I think of Nightmare Nurse? Well, I kind of watched this on a whim. I didn't know what to watch, so I was like, whatever, I'll try a Laugh at a Lifetime movie. This is from Mar Vista, the company that produces a shit ton of Lifetime movies. And I'd say this was pretty watchable. I wouldn't watch it again. It's decent. It's about what you'd expect from a Lifetime movie, but it does have some moments that I found quite enjoyable, quite fun. Overall, it's just kind of an alright film. Let me get to the actors. Um, Sarah Butler plays Brooke. Um, she is Lance's girlfriend. She does a pretty decent job. If anybody thinks that name sounds familiar, she is the main character of the I Spit on Your Grave remake and the third film. She was in. Some people know her from Moontrap, Target Earth. Uh, there's Free Fall, which I thought was a pretty decent indie thriller. And I think she's a pretty capable actress. She's been in a few things. I find her quite likable and charming. Nothing insane acting wise, but she is a capable enough actress for this type of film. Lindsay Hartley plays Chloe, the nurse. She's okay. She is a bit one of the weaker elements of the film. She plays it very over the top. It's very not subtle at all. The switch from one day being like her being super nice to the second day her being extremely horny for this guy, it doesn't really work well, but this is a TV movie, so if it was just paced out a bit better, I think it would have been more believable. But here it just feels like a heel turn, just to have a heel turn. Um, Stephen Good plays Lance. He was pretty all right. Not as good as Sarah Butler, but he's better than Lindsay. Um, he's basically just there to be preyed upon. There's an uncomfortable scene between her and the nurse involving licking that I was like, I guess if this is supposed to be creepy, it is, but it's a bit unbelievable. I'll get to that. And Tracy Lords is Barb. She's a nurse in the hospital who's super nice to them. Tracy Lords, if anybody doesn't know, she is the porn actress from the 80s who faked her birth certificate, or somebody faked her birth certificate so that she could get into the porn industry at the age of 16. And 2 days after her 18th birthday, and after all these charges had been filed against a bunch of people who were selling her tapes, went through, she left the porn industry and turned to acting. And I haven't really seen her in much acting wise. I saw a little bit of Intent to Kill, the PM Entertainment action movie she was in. Her acting wasn't horrible. Um, I mean, a lot of the acting in the film was horrible, but she wasn't the worst. She's better than Anna Nicole Smith for sure, who was also in a couple PM Entertainment action movies. But here, she's all right. She works. Again, nothing mind blowing. There's not really a big character for her to play, but she's in it enough, and I thought she did a good job. But yeah, I'm not sure how much I'll be able to say on this. It is a Lifetime movie. If you know what it's about, you kind of know what to expect. There are a couple of plot twists and turns along the way that I didn't really see coming. I didn't expect there to be a plot twist in this. I expected this to be pretty straightforward. but it's overall, if you going into this expecting a Lifetime movie, you get a Lifetime movie. It's nothing subversive. It's nothing really that's gonna break your mind. Uh, it's mostly just a run-of-the-mill thriller. Um, it can't go too far because it's on TV. I think it was probably like TV 14 or something like that, which there are movies that do a bit more with that, but this one doesn't really go that far at all. It's not like there's violence or anything in it. There really isn't. Um, but yeah, like one thing I will comment on, and it's something that a lot of these types of thrillers do. I've seen other movies like this, the whole like, oh, nurse that works in the house and then she's trying to steal the boyfriend, that whole thing. Um, where things happen that should get her fired, and I'm not gonna like spoil the movie, even though I'm not thinking like, oh, somebody would want to watch this. There's a bit where she spills soup on the guy that's basically couch ridden, or like his leg is broken or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, let's get you out of that shirt," and I'm like, "It's a little bit on his shirt. You could just wipe it off or whatever." But and then she like takes his shirt off. She's admiring his body. He doesn't think anything weird of that. And then she's like, "I'm gonna go get you a new shirt." She grabs another shirt and then is like, "Put your arms up." She puts it on him, and then like she says, "Oh, I missed a spot," and then she licks his nipple. That should have immediately, and he freaks out. It's not like he doesn't realize it happened. He knows it happened and he's reacted to it, yet he still chooses to keep her on. That's sexual assault already, or a sexual misconduct at least. So I don't know what that was. I don't know if he thought it was her with like a napkin or something, but he could see after she like got the shirt on him, like that it was that she didn't have a napkin or anything. So I guess he's just like okay with it. And the thing that like makes it so that he's like, no, I can't do this anymore is when she tries to like kiss him. So it's okay for her to lick your nipple, but it's not okay for her to kiss you. It's just it is one of those movies that if you have issues with logic, which this movie definitely has an issue with logic, a lot of Lifetime movies do, then you're not gonna get into it. Uh, I mostly am okay with watching a kind of trashy, and I don't mean trashy as in like the filmmakers are like trash filmmakers, because the film is decently well made. I think Craig Moss at least knows how to direct and make something look semi-professional. Just like with the Badass movies, which were probably not that high of budget films, they had some bad CGI at times, some bad explosions, some bad muzzle flashes at times. But for the most part, those films worked for what they were going for, which was fun, entertainment, senior citizens beating the fuck out of bad guys, which is fun. Here, the direction isn't anything special. It's about what you expect with a Lifetime movie, but it still doesn't look like a like movie that costs nothing. It does what it has to for the genre that it's in, and it doesn't really exceed that, if that makes sense. But there are some interesting plot turns and twists later in the movie that are kind of interesting, and I didn't see coming, and I thought they were well done. So I can give this film that. But other than that, it's just kind of a watchable Lifetime film. So I know this is a short video, but that was my review of Nightmare Nurse. It's on Tubi. I'll link it down in the description. But if you have any other movies you want me to review, or you have seen this film, let me know what you think in the I keep saying description, the comments down below, and move review next door.